good afternoon, good Friday, good whatever. I'm going to cut right to the chase. Um, First, I will introduce myself. Hello, welcome to a quick episode of the Witching Hour podcast. I'm your host, as always, John Royce, and I am here today to talk to you about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. All right, so Reese Frake, I believe is his name, middle name, last name, I'm sorry, Frock Waterfield is back with a sequel to his 2023. Can't say smash hit, but it definitely made a lot of waves. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Now, what a cool title, honestly. What a cool concept, honestly. Now, before I get into it too far, the story is, yes, based upon characters that were written by A. Milne back in 1926. So here we go, almost 100 years later. I know, right? And the title now becomes public domain. So, being a smart person, obviously, he laid claim to it. So, to answer the questions to a lot of things that you people have seen lately, Winnie the Pooh, um, Mickey Mouse. Trust me, there's others coming out. All these childhood stories that people my age, hopefully some of my kids will even remember from growing up reading them or watching remembering more along the lines probably of the Disney books and the Disney movies of the bumbling, loving, shy, soft-spoken Winnie the Pooh, and many, many others that are all coming to life. Um, all live action, mind you. So I can appreciate the creativity. I really can. It's a real ballsy movie to do. Um, to take something so widely, universally known, and try to make it and mold it into your own little thing, your own little idea. I will definitely give you credit for. Now, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I wanted to love this movie. I did a um, small verbal pod show with my wife and my wife's best friend. We actually went to the movies to see this. Um, it was just something. It was that title. It's like you got to go see it. How can you not? Are you expecting a great movie? No. Should you have? No. Did I want to? Yes. That was my problem. I had so much expectation. It was kind of like growing up with the Grinch. I loved the Grinch. Every December, I would be sitting right in front of the TV waiting on CBS for it to be aired. And then, of course, for a long time, it wasn't aired because the newborn Karens were finding it offensive and too violent and whatever. Fucking. And anyway, it's now back on. But um, was it Ron Howard? I believe Ron Howard directed um, Jim Carrey in live action of The Grinch. And for years, I wouldn't even watch it. I would not even give it a chance because it was going to ruin everything that I had in my head that was built up as this huge childhood memory. It was a beautiful thing. And was Winnie the Pooh one of my favorites growing up? No, it was not. But I remembered it. And it always had a big part in my life as a child. I can remember, yes, my biological mother actually reading it to me, maybe once. But regardless, you take a big chance when you do something like that. So I'll give you credit, but you damn sure better make sure you're giving it your best fucking effort. Do I think it was? No. If it was your best effort, well, then you shouldn't be making a part two or anything else for that matter. No offense. Um, the storyline, if you have not seen it yet, because I do know that there are some of you out there that haven't seen it, haven't had time, haven't wanted to, whatever. Storyline is young Christopher Robins is now grown up. And if you remember in the stories, he always said, I'll never leave you. You'll always be my best friend, blah, 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 blah. Well, he left. And because of that, Boo and Piglet and everybody became out of their fucking mind and went disgruntled. Christopher Robins left us. He left us here all alone to defend for ourselves. Whatever are we going to do? Let's grow up and become disgruntled, made up fictional characters and slaughter people. Kind of still a cool concept. Would have been better with some better acting. Some of the scenes just were completely idiotic and stupid. Um, it's just, I don't know, out of the blue, it's like, oh my God, I think we're going to die. So I should all of a sudden confess my love that I'm now a lesbian and that this other girl that's here on the weekend getaway, I've always secretly loved you because there's a steroid looking pig that's about to slaughter me. It just didn't make any sense. There were so many things that if it was done smoother, it could have been great. Were there a couple cool kill scenes in the movie? Yes. Was it gory? Sure. Could it have been done better? Yes. Now, here we go. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, they released the trailer for. So, yes, Reese is back. This is his movie again. And I will give him credit because in both of them, in the writing section on IMDb, he also gives credit to A. Milne, rightfully so. Whether he had to do that or not, I do not know. Characters based on the A. Milne storybook. It's not written that way, but he does give the name credit. So I applaud you for that, at least, unless, of course, the person is rolling over in their grave. Um, so I watched it reluctantly. Had to. It's like driving back past a real bad car crash. You gotta fucking see it. So I watched it. Now, the first one, I watched the trailers too. I was like, oh my God. This one actually gave a little bit more of a serious note to it. So I'm kind of hoping that it has a better storyline. Part one, as I mentioned, it has Pooh, obviously, and Piglet. Now, I do want it to be known that if they ever bring Eeyore back, well, there was an Easter egg in part one. Maybe you saw it in the barn where the guy was hung and whipped and ripped apart. Eeyore's tail was hanging on the wall. Now, Eeyore's tail is also on a pin, so it's detachable. So realistically, I guess I could bring him back. I'm thinking ahead here. Sorry, Battle. But anyhow, the storyline looked a little bit more serious, a little darker. So, will I see it again? Sure. Will I pay to go see it in the movie theaters? I want to say no, I would never waste my money, but I will say yes, only because I still love going to movie theaters. Everybody nowadays is like, no, I want to see it at home and stream so I can sit on my underwear and still be on TikTok while I'm watching a movie, whatever. Um, I still love going to the movies. It's a special outing for me. The cost is fucking ridiculous. Yes, I know, but I still believe in supporting the arts and going to the movies. And especially if it's a horror movie. I mean, Damien Melanie, Terrifier 2, major motion picture now in the movie theaters. Come on. You got to help. You got to support it. If it's bad, at least you got to go out and have a good time. You got date night with your significant other, friends, loved ones. You want by yourself, whatever. So anyhow, the movie is scheduled in 2024. Now, I also mentioned to you public domain. Okay, well, there's already been a Humpty Dumpty movie out. No one really mentioned that. Maybe because it didn't get a motion picture, a major motion picture theatrical release. I don't know. But there is also, I love these names. Also, Reese is coming on with, I had to write it down, that's why I'm looking at my little handy dandy notebook over here. Barbie, not Barbie, sorry. Fuck, no. Bambi, The Reckoning. And here's the one that I like. Pinocchio Unstrung. Now, I mentioned the Grinch. I have not mentioned um, Damien Leone, Terrifier, Art the Clown, The Mean One. Can't say the Grinch. I can say The Mean One. Okay. David Howard Thornton. I have not seen it yet. Heard good things about it. Again, childhood movies being brought to life. I do definitely give credit where credit is due. It's something original, sort of. You're trying to take something that's out there, but turn I'm old. It was a fun movie to watch. Also, write his name down, but the gentleman who actually got critical acclaim. And from my understandings, he's actually one of the writers in part two. I read that correctly. Or maybe that was one of the other movies. I don't know. Anyhow, so this is just kind of my little coming soon trailer, 2-second thought, 5 minutes, whatever I've been on here for. Anyhow, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I hope everybody has a great Friday. I am now on TikTok because I'm trendy like that. So please try to help support me. Obviously on YouTube, Instagram. I don't even know. I'm not on the old Twitter thing anymore. I'm not active on it. And there is that other one I don't remember. But anyhow, Facebook, everything, The Witching Hour. I appreciate your support. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Also, please definitely give love to my sponsor, young artist from Brazil, specializing in a lot of dark art, does custom work, and I would say if you were in a death metal band, this is definitely a guy to reach out for graphics. Hellforge Metal Art. If you've been keeping up with me, I have posted a small custom piece that he did for me, as a matter of fact, for the Witching Hour podcast, which I'm very proud of. Anyhow, everybody have a great weekend. Definitely all my love. Please hit the subscribe button, wherever it is on this little page. Follow, try to get others to support me. I definitely appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend. Anybody watching the Super Bowl or Hockey Bowl or whatever the thing is this weekend with the football thing, enjoy. Have a great weekend. And as always, keep it evil.